And it came about quite by accident. I'm doing it for Julian Beck and my mother. I hope you'll bear with us in terms of that it is an experiment and we're just starting. And I welcome you. I'm going to start with 2 dreams. Thank you. On my right was a wall of ice to the sky. On my left, a wall of ice to the sky. In front of me, snow and ice. Behind me, snow and ice. I was all alone, and it went on endlessly. Nothing but snow and ice. And I never saw the end. I walked and walked and walked. And I was all alone, and it was cold. And I knew there was an end. But I never saw the end. I never saw the end. I knew that there was an end, but I never saw it. And once in a while in the dream, there was another person there. And I would go over. And I would say, am I going in the right direction? Is this the right way? Am I going in the right direction to get to the end? To get to the end? But there was no end. I knew there was an end. I always knew that there was an end. But there was no end. I knew that there was an end.
There is nothing.
Night of her death before the funeral, I had this dream. In the dream, I went to the funeral, and there was a coffin with her body in it.
There is no death.
And she was facing the audience. As the eulogy was going on, one body rose up out of the coffin. It joined with the other body that was facing us and rose up into the sky.
You know, shit is shit, but don't put it on a stick. Once you start to put it on a stick, you better watch out. You're fooling with the wrong Joe. I've been bullshitted by experts, and you ain't no expert. Don't fool me around. You know I play the game. You think I care? Hell with it all. You. Who do you think you are? Some big deal? You're no big deal. You're a little shit. That's what you are. No good. Not good for anything. And you come over here and start giving me a runaround. That's no way to do. Don't fool me. Even the experts try to fool me and they couldn't do a goddamn thing, and you ain't no expert. You're a little shit. You got some balls you have trying to pull that on your old man. Go out in the street and pull on them suckers, but don't pull it on me. You know, when I was your age, I was running a pool room. I used to bring $20 a week to my old man, and that was during the Depression. I always had money in my pocket, and nobody would fool with me. It wasn't a son of a bitch living that would fool with me. They all knew me. Apples. Ha! Apples. Apples. And when I was young, I used to pick beans on a farm. 35 cents a bushel. The farmer would weigh every bushel. You couldn't fool him. I used to pick 3 bushels a day. That was $1.05. I kept a nickel and gave $1 home. I had to. My old man burned his leg in an accident. Was laid up for a whole year. You got it easy, and still you complain. And still you give your old man running around. That's no way to do. Be a regular guy. Don't pull that shit you pull. You try to make a shake at everybody. That's no way to be. When I got money, you got it, right? Sure. I brought you into the world. I raised you. Now you're getting big. You think you can do... Give me a hard time. Give me a hard time, you're gonna get one right back. And that's no bullshit either. You know, that bag is almost full. Once it starts to overflow, look out, then there's gonna be trouble. What are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove? You're like your mother. She tries to give me a hard time, but she can't. Nobody gives me a hard time and gets away with it. I'll straighten you all out one by one. One by one, you'll all get straightened out. She thinks I'm always drunk. That's all she's got, her goddamn mind. I'm drunk. I've never been drunk in my entire life. And that's no bullshit either. Sure, I take a drink now and then, because that's my pleasure. Do I say anything when she has 10 cups of coffee? She gets up in the morning and has 10 cups of coffee. I take one drink, and I'm no good and she's good. Do you ever see your mother drunk? She was drunk plenty of times. I first met her in a bar. She says I stink. When I shit, shit and stinks. But when she shits, out comes Chanel number 5. She's good for you kids, but for me, she's no good. You weren't even born and your mother didn't want you. But I wanted you. And you were born. Now you're getting big. You forget all I did. I'm a working man. A top-rate painter. I need a drink once in a while. Sure. Jobs I did 10 and 15 years ago still like new. You can whistle in my work. They can't believe it when they see it. I paint all those Jew homes, and they all shake their heads. Joe, they say, it's worth $1 million. Sure, it's worth $1 million, because I'm fucking Joe Apples.
Shit ain't shit.
And my boss, he's another son of a bitch. I tell him, you want the job done, go take a walk.
Shit.
I talk to him like I talk to anybody else. He's no better. All these bosses are full of shit. What are you making faces about? You did wrong, you know it.
Shit.
I don't care what you did, but don't lie to me.
Ain't
Because
shit.
it hurts me. Don't be like your mother. Your mother lies. She lies to me. She lies like a fucking rug. I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her. What would I do with a son of a bitch like that? I can't trust her. She always wants money. Money, money, money. What does she do with all the money? I take a couple of dollars for myself. I keep her, tell her to keep the rest. I said, give me an itemized list. You think she'd do it? She wouldn't. She must gamble the shit away. She must. Where the hell else could it all go? I don't give a goddamn for money. But to everything there's a limit. Shit is shit, but don't put it on a stick, and you're putting it on a stick. I try my best for all of you because I love you. They make me cry, you sons of bitches. Tears come to my eyes. I give my best for you all. I could kick the bucket tomorrow and none of you would care. Only little Jimmy and Franny would cry. Your mother would run like hell to the bank with the insurance policy. Would you cry? That's all she cares about is the money. You'd run with your mother. I'm no good and she's good. That's what you think, don't you? Well, you'll find out someday. I'm the good one around here, and she's the one you gotta watch. She'll steal your eyeballs if you're not looking. When you were a little fuck like Jimmy, who used to clean all your shit and watch you, your mother? I'll be goddamn. She was always running her ass around. I was the one who used to take you fishing, to the movies, everywhere. Now you're big, you forget all I did. Now you're big, you can take care of yourself. Go to your mother, but don't give me any goddamn hard time. Your mother, all she wants to do is hurt me. She split my head 3 times already. She wants to kill me. I don't do a goddamn thing. She comes right away with a fucking shit ready to kill me. If I hit her once, I'd kill her. Don't worry. I wouldn't hurt her for $1 million.
Shit.
I love your mother. But she's always giving me a hard time. She nags and nags. She drives me crazy. Don't tell me to stop yelling. Fuck the neighbors. I have to yell at you bastards for never listening to me. Sure, I'm a drinking man. So what? That's my pleasure. I love to drink. And there's no son of a bitch living gonna change me. You got enough to eat? You got a pair of pants on your ass? You got a roof over your head? You satisfied? You better be satisfied. Who the hell do you think brings this shit home for you kids? Your mother? I bring the money home for you kids, not your mother. Joey, never get married because you think you love a woman. That's the worst thing you can do. You marry a rich old bitch, inherit her money, and then take it easy. Don't be a fool like me. The thing was, I was told before I married your mother she'd give me trouble. Old Mrs. Geddes, her boss, told me, Joe, she said, if you marry her, she'll give you trouble. And sure as shit she was. I can't believe what that woman said. Even her boss knew her. What am I doing? I talk and talk, it doesn't mean a goddamn thing. I'm gonna stop talking and you're gonna see what's happening here. You're gonna get something you're not looking for. I never hit you in my life. But you keep pulling the shit you're trying to pull, you're gonna get something you're not looking for. I'm good, but don't take advantage of my good nature. Someday, when I'm in the grave, you think of all the hard times you gave her, old man. Get out of here. Go ahead. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll give you a kick in the ass. Get out of here, I said! Goddamn kids.
The rise and fall of the American man.
Sad, diminishing dilemma, the shriveling cock. Through a steady diet, the lying, cheating, denying, concealing, bucking up, blaming others. Through all this corruption, man gives up his sexuality. Ironic, what he craves the most, he sacrifices for the appearance of power. Underneath, meaningless, cultural, potent, shriveled penis. Oh, what a state, the good US of A. Veiled men. From Australia to Asia to North Dakota to the plains of mid-America, the Bible Belt. Screaming banshees, screaming women for release, men screaming for their penis. I'll stop it, I'll give up, I'll stop lying, cheating, leering, low down, gutter life, I'll give it up. Please, please give me back my plastic ball. Please, he cries. Nay is the answer. Nay. Truth, once thrown away with casual contempt, pearls of life. Nay, never to return, 'tis too late. One flaccid, atrophy, dead state. Oh, the woman wail in Irish, in Chinese, in Russian, French, and Japanese. Where is my big man gone?
Where do we go now? When the dream of love is gone, where do we go? When we're visited by death, where do we go now? When all the longing turns sour, when love and death really become one, when it doesn't matter anymore, when the heart stops racing, when it's really all right to be alone, when the body stops needing, turns cold, where do we go? Where do we go now? Am I old now? Is that what this new horror is? Death of the earning. I'm afraid to sleep. I'm afraid to dream. I'm so afraid of love. I'm slowly dying. I feel the change. Where do we go now?
Say it now.
Where
Say it now.
do we go?
Say it now.
Where do
Say it now.
we go?
Touch. Touch.
Imagine Jean Cocteau in the lobby holding a torch. Imagine a trained dog act a rock and roll band. Imagine I am Curly of the Three Stooges disguised as William Shakespeare. Imagine that I am the cousin of the mayor of New York or the king of Nepal. I didn't say Napoleon. Imagine what it is like to be in the glare of hot lights when you are longing for dark corners. Imagine the Ghost Patrol, the tribal orchestra. Imagine an elephant playing a harmonica or someone weighing out bones on the edge of the desert in Afghanistan. Imagine that these poems are recorded moments of temporary sanity. Imagine that the clock was just turned back or forwards 100 years instead of an hour. Let us pretend that we have no place to go, that we are here in the Cosmic Hotel, that our bags are packed, and that we have 1 hour to checkout time.
There is no time.
Imagine whatever you will, but know that it is not imagination, but experience, which makes poetry. And that behind every image, behind every word, there is something.
There is nothing.
I am trying to tell you.
There is nothing.
Something
Nothing.
that really happened.
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
Magnetic lines of force attract and repel, while we spiral around the sun, trifling with psychic gravity, await the asteroid, the return of Icarus to the sea. The black wave is upon us, O God. Your corona is shivering with light. The flying mountain shocks the seed from its husk. Our mind yawns open as the plume rends concrete, and we enter silently, sure-footed as Indians, propping up the jaws of sleeping crocodiles. It is ours at last, the lava beds, the forests of pure carbon. Tangier telegram from the Majun traveler. Once I had switchboard word of Suleiman to know quick branches, forests of eyelids, herons of bright power. Believe me, opening spirit locks across body, the will to commit art slide as big as a table. Do not name Bourne Peninsula place. Goodbye to previous actions. For a time I listened, spoken wishes, hollow moment to a rendezvous. Gradually individual atoms scream, washed reflection, refract radiance, moving closer between stars. Blood-bursting cloud, and the whole house is ready. Make way for luminous candle flicker of mystery's astral cascade.
Astral mysteries.
Endow light erection of all things, conscious pronation to know me in the vacuum. New flowing textures to jeweled passages and hydrogen tents, mongrel breath at dawn. Eternity has my eyes forever under unnameable obstacles. I see a world of frozen stillness, hands in balance, seeds left inside self, awake, soaring, become shadow in processions of light and horses. Great shears of light in the sky-born peninsula, my lips, the soul in darkness, doing eyeless vision tricks, moving closer to the stars again. I myself in the dark room, informed with all voices. A stellar shadow falls over plate glass, flames in silver bottles, hallucinatory whispers, it's never bad to kill. The balance of the cosmos lies naked as fakirs stumble towards succession. In the center of colors, the perfect dervish goes through the elaborate ritual, burial alive, Chinese water torture, until consciousness becomes routine on a faded rug, flipping sheets of power above the kingdom of cruelty. sticking pins through his cheeks and stopping his heart at will. I am this symphony in my temple on hills. I respond to heart's hidden gardens, touch on leafy places. I am the hazard and the form. I see flowering boughs of unknown blood beyond all familiarity. On her back she sweeps the central concourse of Kashi, covered in ashes and pushing her plate in a rattle of zinc. She comes up from the Ganga. Her legs are dead dogs pulled by a string. Crooked and tortuous, clothed in foam, she is a drunken wave moaning mantras of rivers as she rolls back the shadows of weddings and pilgrims and erases the names of the founders of the city. Absolving the rickshaws with one hand, she touches the sky. Oh, wingless stump, oh, freak fated to crawl the earth upside down. Like God's tongue, you lick the offal from the ground.
It happened to me.
Song to nothing. And surely we will die without memory, coming to cold in the shadow of space. And if it isn't too late for the star to love you, spraying the sky with whispers attuned to galaxies hungry for flame. And if the tongue of night sings of albino winos till the morning light shafts the doorway, then surely we will die tonight, faceless at the white gate, sharing the smoke with ancient shapes in future garb. And you stand somewhere there on the other side, feeding on the pain of dreamlessness, where from the misty morning of white shadows and the unresisting need to destroy, Samael, Samael, I beg it may be forgiven, that they may be driven out of the black into the white. Only let the dazzle remain for gamblers to surprise. The strategic diamond, the throne of compressed bone in the unsure dark, where only light can forgive, and your mind is signed. Embers of echoes in the vastness disguise the yearning to burn blind eyes in arrogant displays of feeling. Running wild, these beasts will feast on the newborn kind, for surely we will die tonight unless we learn to ignore what the others live for on the other side of morning. And the skin of nothing left by the same summer masks the faceless wanderer. Oh, let it happen, this weird to discover the shape of beauty in everything extreme. For surely we will die tonight, whether we will or whether we dream. Oh, Samael, forgive the dreamer, forgive the dream. The song of nothing is your lullaby.
When I was a girl, it happened to me. When I was a girl, it happened to me. It happened to me. When I was a girl, I was just about 3. When I was told there was no God, just growing old. And I believed what they told me.
There is no time.
And I lived my life with that reality.
No young, there is no old.
But as I grew and grew and grew, the truth became quite clear to me.
When she was a girl.
I almost died many times before I found my true self. And now I know that what was said was very bad, very dead. happened to me. I'm finally free of all that rot, silly talk of having not. Here we go. We'll find the truth, the only truth. We're all just one. Oh, just one. It happened to me. When you go deep inside, you'll find the truth, the only truth. We're all just so if you're good to me, you're good to yourself. The truth? If you're good to yourself, you're good to me. So why are we so cruel to each other? Why are we betraying each other, killing each other, lying and die before the world before offended? So come on, let's stop this new attitude. Let's get it together. I'm tired of all this. You. When you're good to me, you're good to yourself. You hurt me. It puts you down. Truth. Happened to me.
But she was a girl.
Girl.
Girl, it's all the same.
It happened when I was a girl. When I was a girl.
She was a girl.